Week 17 is among us. We are back from Christmas break. Atlanta Falcons at Washington Commanders, playoff implications on the line, and Washington has some history to make. Let's talk about it. What it do? What's going on, Washington Commanders Nation? It's your boy Rio Robinson, back with the latest and greatest on the Rambling with Rio YouTube channel, where we ramble about our 10-5 Washington Commanders with a chance to punch our 11th victory of the season for the first time since my birth year of 1991. Let's party like it's then. How are y'all doing today? I hope y'all had the merriest of Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, or anything you celebrate. If you don't, I hope you are blessed on this Friday afternoon. How are y'all doing? You know the drill. Per usual, this video, this stream, everything on the channel is brought to you by our sponsor, the overlay you see in the middle of the screen. BetUS Sports Book and Casino, home of the fastest payouts in the industry. A match bonus deposit of 150% on your first deposit using promo code YouTube150, 125% on your deposits 2 and 3. Please bet responsibly. Washington has selected its weekly captains because, you know, we select our captains week to week over here. No one's rocking a C on the jersey. It is 5. JD 5. Jaden Daniels is your offensive captain. Frankie Louvu is your defensive captain, and special teams demon Nick Bellore, that's your special teams captain of the week. I like it. Keep it nice and simple. Your best player on offense, your best player on defense, special teams demon. Love it. Let's put some C's on these guys' chests next year. Mark my words, if B starts for the next game, we're going to lose out and miss the playoff. Yeah, I don't think it's that deep because Jaden Daniels still plays offense on the other side. How y'all doing today, man? How y'all doing today, man? Jaden Daniels versus Penix is number 2 versus number 8. Washington has won the last 3 games against the Falcons, but none of that has to do with right now because neither of these quarterbacks were at the helm for either side. We beat Desmond Ridder and a bunch of bum-ass Falcons. We beat them with Taylor Heineke and Sam Howell. So none of that has anything to do with this game that's going to take place at Northwest Stadium on Sunday night. We are going to beat the everlasting shit out of the Dirty Birds. Also, I want to see Benjamin St-Juste on the sideline. Well, we can start there. We can start there because everybody has a strong opinion about Benjamin St-Juste. I'm not going to hold y'all. That boy's starting on Sunday. Marshawn Lattimore is not about to start on Sunday. He's probably going to be inactive on Sunday. Marshawn Lattimore, get healthy, get that hamstring right. Benjamin St-Juste is inevitable at this point. He's like the Thanos snap, bro. We can't get rid of him. I am inevitable. Benjamin St-Juste is not leaving our lives anytime soon. I'm thinking he's going to start this game for Sunday. Definitely F the Philly fans, bro. They still crying about Sunday. They still cry, but we're moving on. We got bigger things in front of us right now. We're trying to get Terry McLaurin the single season franchise record for touchdown receptions in a season. We're trying to lock up Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year been locked up. We're trying to get our 11th win for the first time in a minute. We could get up to 12 if we win out. We're trying to go into the offs with some momentum, man. How are y'all doing? Let's talk about it. A lot to talk about. Great question, Commander Joe. I was literally in the group chat earlier, like, I don't even see them say KJ Osborne's name. He's like Lord Voldemort in this bitch. They don't even mention him at the press conference. They see Jamison Crowder and Olamide Zaccheaus turn up one time and say, yeah, brother, you're just out here wearing the uniform at some point. But maybe it's good. Maybe we can low-key sneak him into the lineup at some point. But whatever, whoever they put out there, Five's going to distribute the pill to him, man. So whether he plays or not, it is what it is, man. What's going on, y'all? How was y'all's Christmas? How was y'all's Christmas? You know what was not good? Christmas Day football games. Loved having football on Christmas. The games were ass. Beyonce was the best game that played on Sunday. and make sure, like my boy Jern said, y'all smash that like button. We got over 240 in the building right now. Helps push this content out to a bigger audience as we push toward 17 and then 20,000 subscribers on the channel. Last night's Thursday night game was absolute ass, generational ass, double cheeked up assery from both sides. The Bears are a disaster. The Seahawks are very meh. Nasty football. Not going to be nasty football on Sunday, though. This is a great matchup. I got a lot of friends who are Falcons fans. Shout out my boy Seth. Shout out my boy Alan, my boy Adam, my boy Sammy. Shout out to all my boys from Woodbridge that rep the Atlanta Falcons that's about to bring their ass to my stadium on Sunday and leave with an L. My boy said a loser walks home. Yeah, man, a lot of excitement about it. A lot of excitement about this one. I need the final injury report too. I don't see it yet. If it comes out, let me know. I'll pull it up on the screen. Falcons fans said they're going to run the ball down our throat. Let's start talking about the Atlanta Falcons, because this is a team that has weapons. This is a team that has talent. And yes, they are working in a rookie quarterback in his second NFL start. One of the more interesting situations in the NFL. You don't typically see teams go to the rookie with playoff hope still on the line. This is the number one team in the NFC South right now. They are currently vying for a home playoff game. And this game is as important to them as it is to us. So we're not the only team with something on the line. And we could have news even before our game starts when the Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers duke it out at 1 p.m. But this is a talented team. I'm looking at their offensive weapon. It all starts with Bijan Robinson. He's been every bit as advertised. Unlike Arthur Smith, they know how to get this motherfucker the ball now. They know how to get him the ball out in space. We're talking about a dude who's probably going to finish with over 2,000 all-purpose yards this year, top 5 in rushing, about 1,200 rushing yards, over 500 receiving yards, 60 catches, absolute baller, and he can block. He can chip, he can pass block, he can help out that offensive line they got there. Bijan Robinson, all-world running back. We know what an all-world running back looks like because Saquon got in our ass for about a quarter last week, and he got in our ass in the fourth quarter the first time we played them. So not our first rodeo with a phenomenal running back, but Bijan's one of them ones. Some guys break the exception. I don't believe in paying running backs, and I'm not usually a fan of drafting running backs high in the first round, but some guys are different. Some guys are outliers, and I totally understand you when you have more needs, but when a talent like that is on the board, Bijan's different, bro. Bijan is one of them ones, and wow. In college, he was a home run hitter. He hasn't necessarily been hitting the most home runs. He's a touchdown factory. He has 10 touchdowns on the season. Hella yards, absolute playmaker. First things first for our defense, stop Bijan Robinson because he could go crazy if we don't. You know how we struggle versus the run. On the good side, after the first quarter, Saquon Barkley had 20-something carries and only went 40 yards. So we will give up some shit, but we lock in eventually. We lock in and we adjust. We adjust. But it all starts with him. But no, it doesn't end with him because they got another running back that's nice as well. Another running back that is super nice as well, Tyler Algier. Tyler Algier would get run. Tyler Algier would probably start on our roster. He would start on a lot of teams' roster. He was the starting running back until Bijan hopped in the fold. He's at almost 600 yards on the season. Tyler Algier gets busy. They have a very nice 1-2 punch. Let's move over to the wide receivers. I would do terrible things to have the wide receiver production of the Atlanta Falcons for Jaden Daniels. That is a good-ass setup for Michael Penix. Drake London probably will get to 1,000 yards on Sunday versus us. Darnell Mooney probably will get to 1,000 yards versus us on Sunday. Darnell Mooney is probably the best wide receiver, too, in the NFL. this season. He's going crazy. He's going crazy. Between the two of them, they're just under 2,000 yards and 12 touchdowns for the season. They get absolutely busy. Even when Kirk Cousins was on his best bullshit this year, they've been producing. They have 2 receivers that are balling. No, I lied. They have 3 receivers that are balling because Ray McCloud also has about 600 yards and some change on the season. You know what I would do for that? You know what I would do to have a wide receiver 3 with 600 yards on the season? A wide receiver 2 with 1,000 yards. It is Terry and the gang for Washington. Atlanta has weapons for days. They have a 2-back duo, and they have a 3 wide receiver combo. And not to mention, suck-ass Kyle Pitts, he's having some good production this year. He's on pace to get around 700 yards. He stinks, but he relies on his athleticism, and he's one of the freakier tight ends in the league. So he will catch you sleeping. I don't like the idea of Bobby Wagner in the open field with Kyle Pitts, but sometimes Kyle Pitts covers himself because the motherfucker will drop some shit. He pretty much sold Michael Penix on his first NFL touchdown, so they're going to be looking to get that back this week. But there are a plethora of weapons in the Atlanta offense at the disposal of Michael Penix Jr. That's a 3-headed monster at receiver. Drake London is good to go. He's cleared the injury report. Darnell Mooney, he's good to go. Ray McCloud, Hooper, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, and we know what Kyle Pitts was supposed to be. We know that what he's become, but that's not somebody you can sleep at. Let's talk about their rookie quarterback. You know, they've spent a lot of draft compensation, I believe 2 or 3 first-round picks on that offensive line, and they're not the best unit in the league. They're also not the worst unit in the league. They hold a lot. So I'm going to need Dante Fowler, Dorrance Armstrong, and Frankie Louvu getting active up front. I'm going to need them getting active up front. It's all about Michael Penix Jr. We have been blitzing the socks off of quarterbacks lately. A guy in his second start in this of his career, of his NFL life, you better blitz the socks off him, because while Michael Penix has the ability to run 4.5, he has the ability. He doesn't do it. He does not like to run. This is a guy who likes to stand in the pocket and distribute the pill. Cannon, left hand, lefty thrower with a rocket. Very accurate guy. When you knock him off his spot, that's when problems accrue. You got to knock him off his spot. You got to get to him. Make life uncomfortable for Michael Penix Jr., or he's going to sit in the pocket and just throw slants, throw under, throw over the middle, throw to the outside. He has one of those arms, so you have to disrupt the timing of the Falcons offense. This is his second start in the league, and this is not the New York Giants. This is for playoff aspirations. This is on the road, and we playing for something too. So this ain't going to be what he saw last week versus the New York Giants, who have Shedeur Sanders in their sights right now. They're not worried about winning shit on a football field. And he didn't have to do much last week versus the Giants. They got 2 pick sixes. You know, they put 14 points on the board for him. He only had to put up 20 points on offense last week. But I like it. I like how we match up with this team, man. I like how we match up with this team on the defensive side of the ball for the Atlanta Falcons. I love their secondary. We're going to start with love. We're going to talk our shit, and we're going to get mixy, and we're going to talk about the prediction of this game, but we're starting with love. I'm going to let you know right now, I'm predicting a win. So I'm going to get that out the way, but we're going to break down what we have to play against, and then we're going to talk about us, because this is about us. This ain't about them. But I'm just introing y'all to what we're playing against this weekend. I love the Falcons secondary. A.J. Terrell, one of them ones. The matchup between Terry McLaurin and A.J. Terrell. That shit's going to be must-see television. Get your popcorn ready. Because they finna go at it. And Terry got history on the line. So we're stopping at nothing. We have to get him the record at home. He has to getting it in Dallas next week. I need to see the game stop and then put Terry on the Jumbotron like when LeBron scored his highest point when he broke the record, Kareem's record. I need the game stopped. I need Terry to bow to the crowd like he's the goddamn president. I need it at home. I need it at home. So Terry McLaurin versus AJ Terrell. It's a mixed bag of uncertainty what we're going to get from the rest of the wide receiver room, but their DBs are good. Mike Hughes and D. Alford round out the cornerback room, and this is the most fire safety tandem in the league, at least on paper, but they have produced. Justin Simmons and Jesse Bates. That's as high IQ a safety room as you're going to find in this league. And this is a team that plays a lot of zone defense as a not sack heavy team. They've had 3+ sacks in each of their last 4 games. Their biggest acquisition, they added Matthew Judon via trade from the Patriots this year. He's starting to come on. He's up to 4.5 sacks in the season. It's cool, man. But Dorrance Armstrong got 4 sacks, man, you know, but he's a baller. He's a baller. Grady Jarrett, you know what he do on the inside. One dude, last name start with an E. Ikatine or some shit like that. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I don't know. It look African as hell, but he's a dog. He's a dog. They got some pieces on the defensive side of the ball, but I've seen these boys get walked down by Bo Nix. For those who aren't privy, Bo Nix put 304 touchdowns, no picks on these boys. 38-6, these boys. I know that was weeks ago. I know Kirk Cousins was in the game. Don't got nothing to do with the defensive side of the ball. I want people to know that the quarterback that's playing on the other team has nothing to do with the defensive side of the ball. You still got to stop us. And Jaden Daniels is having a spectacular, highly efficient, historical type first season in Washington. I respect everything the Atlanta Falcons has to offer. I respect Raheem Morris. We're getting the Raheem Morris, Dan Quinn reunion. They coached together in Atlanta. I don't care what Dan Quinn says about this game not meaning more because he used to coach there. You're not going to tell me. You're not going to tell me. You're not going to tell me a guy that marked a calendar and could tell you off the top of his head how many days it was since he was last a head coach in this league. You're not going to tell me revenge ain't on his mind. You're not going to tell me we're going to have a locker room full of dogs doing everything in their ability to give him a victory this weekend, because that matters. He was the head coach of that football team. And while he did have some success, he saw a team having a league MVP. He had a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl as a head coach of that football team. He didn't get it done in one of the most ultimate choke jobs of all time, but there's definitely some history between the Falcons and Dan Quinn. So he can tell you all he wants to that this is just a game to him. It is fucking not. Because how glorious a feeling it would be for him to go home to his family after punching Washington's first 11-win season against the team that fired him. Come on, man. Those stories don't write itself. Them stories don't write itself, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm excited for this one. So much to talk about. Jaden Daniels clinched his 10th Rookie of the Week award this season, which we already knew was coming. Let's make it even more historic. Let's keep this bitch rolling over these last 2 weeks. Let's get number 11. Let's get number 12, because I don't know about y'all, but the tone and temperament of the head coach at his press conference today, it told me that even if we win and we clinch, starters will be playing next week at Dallas. We will be playing full strength. We aren't resting nobody versus the Cowboys, regardless of result. So lock in. I need 2 more. I need that history to be stretched out. Ronnie said Falcons picked a bad time to come to Washington. We playing like wild dogs after a bone that smells like ribeye steak. Hold your head up high and take your ass whooping like a man. Hell, yeah, don't take your ass whooping like the Philadelphia Eagles. They fans is still crying right now. They fans is still crying. They still got their little manginas in a bunch, and it's 5 days ago. Like, Christmas has already passed. We don't have to carry this into the new year. Take y'all L, take y'all ball and go home and tell your quarterback to ice up. What up, Tay? What up, Tay? DQ wants his revenge. This shit means something to me, man. That's Dan Quinn. He could try to. He not fooling me. He not fooling. Where all these Falcons fans coming from? I want that. I love that. Welcome, Atlanta Falcons fans. If it's your first time on the channel, what's good? Hit the subscribe button, man. I may not be a fan of the Dirty Birds, but I give it up real, raw, objective, and we have fun on this side. Everybody is welcome to partake in football discourse over here. Every NFC East team has lost a division game already. Every single one of them. You see what he did, what we did for Cliff with the Cardinals. Exactly, Prince Ole. Exactly. Y'all saw it. This means even more. We know that was an emotional breakup, you know, a little bit of a messy divorce, you know. This means something to him. You know, exactly. Smash the like button. We got over 500 in the building. It is Friday afternoon. We're a couple days away. This game was flexed into the Sunday night spot. You're getting 2 top 10 quarterbacks, mano y mano, under the bright lights of Sunday night football. Washington's first Sunday night football game of the Jaden Daniels era of football. So it's a coming out party of sorts. Coming out party of sorts for people who have not really seen 5 up close. You know, the people that read stat lines and try to tell you about your quarterback when they ain't really seen him get active. They ain't really seen him get active yet. Frankie Louvu remembers Bijan Robinson's first touchdown. Oh, yeah, he did play in the NFC South. So did he mix him up? Did he mix him up? Did he put my boy Louvu in a blender? What'd he do, man? Drag them nuts on the Falcons. Absolutely. Eagles coach said, Ertz hit. Oh, timeout. Timeout. Technical flag on the play. Y'all see this Nick Sirianni? This Nick Sirianni and Zach Ertz shit. Your man Zach Ertz said, I don't know. I mean, your man Nick Sirianni said, you only caught 1 pass today. Fuck is you happy for? Holy shit. Nick Sirianni's a goon, man. Nick Sirianni's a goon. What an idiot, yo. That man said, fuck is you, why you shaking my hand like that, bro? You ain't do shit today. You didn't contribute to that victory. Nick Sirianni got to be the only coach that moves like this, bro. He moves like he works at Walmart or some shit. He don't move like an NFL coach. And obviously that big dumb security organized crime ass coach the Eagles had to break it up. Why you shake my hand so hard? You ain't do shit. That only Nick Sirianni, man. Thank you, Marie. Happy belated Christmas. We're going to take this one all the way out. I'm with it. I'm with it, man. We've played the Falcons now 4 years in a row. 4 years in a row. We've won the last 3. I remember those games very vividly. 2021, that was the Heineke throwing up prayers in the end zone, multi-touchdown game to Terry McLaurin that J.D. McKissick put the cape on and dove from like the 12-yard line into the end zone for the game winner. And that one is Terry playing. What kind of question is that? What kind of question is that? Oh, back to what I was saying. 2022, that was when Mariota was the quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons. Heineke led the victory. B-Rob had a good game, and Deron Payne batted a pass to Kendall Fuller for an interception on the goal line to win that one. And last year's victory versus the Falcons, that was Sam Howell and company. We got off to the races early, but Desmond Ritter's Jiffy Lube district manager face ass was the reason we won that game. He refused to take that game, and he threw it right to us. It was the only game in the life of French Canadian Benjamin St. Juste where an interception was actually caught. So that's the last 3 times we've seen the Falcons. None of that has anything to do with today. None of that has anything to do with it. What's up, Abdullah? What's going on, Abdullah? What's good, brother? Y'all go ahead and subscribe to my guy, by the way. Can we put Lattimore out there anyway? Nah, they're not going to do that with their prized possession that they just traded for. But the last 3 times we played the Falcons do not matter this time. It is a whole bunch of new shit going on for both sides. And Michael Penix is there. The Falcons got some excitement. Their season got more exciting. I wonder, though. I ask you, Falcons fans in the chat, Y'all don't feel a little like overwhelmed, or y'all don't feel a little like shaky because your season's on the line and you're giving your rookie quarterback his first legs in this league? As you can see from the rookie class this year, it took like 3 weeks for a rookie quarterback to throw a touchdown. You know, are y'all not concerned of putting this much responsibility and assignment on a guy when he first getting out there on the field? Y'all don't feel like that's a lot? Because that's a lot. Like, you normally don't see that shit. You normally, they're wearing burgundy helmets at practice, so I'm gonna take a stab and say burgundy on burgundy. That's my guess for it. If they were wearing the black, they'd be wearing the black helmets at practice. Could be wrong though. We're gonna see. We're going to see. Going to be a great game. If the Falcons defense can play up like they've been playing, ATL can win. ATL's offensive line will make the biggest difference. Got to minimize penalties and pass pro. Yes, because we're going to be sending looks at, we're going to see exactly what Michael Penix has learned from the sideline taking mental reps this year. We're going to blitz the socks off that boy. We are going to make Michael Penix run. We're going to make him do something he doesn't want to do. If you watch that boy in college, that boy wants no parts of running the football. And he's capable. Capable. It's one of the few black quarterbacks ever has no want to run the ball. And I love that. We love a pocket passer, but also love to defend the pocket passer. Get to his ass, and we should have some time to make some opportunities, man. That's a rookie quarterback. He hasn't seen too much yet. Bijan versus Brian Robinson. Give me your best take. Bijan, one of the best chip blockers in the game. Who wins the run game? I ain't going to hold you. Y'all going to win the run game because our best rusher is not in the backfield. Y'all's best y'all have a 1-2 punch that are better than every running back on our roster. Well, not y'all. I get what you're saying. You're one of us. But the Falcons have a 1-2 punch that I would take over all of our running backs. Our best rusher and the key that unlocks our running game is 5. It's Jaden Daniels, because when he keeps defenses guessing, he has like 180 yards in his last 3 games, over 60 rushing yards per in his last 3. He had 80 yards. Those 80 yards meant everything. He took the heart out of the Eagles last week with his legs. 2 fourth down conversions with his legs. The 4th and 11, unreal. Only him and Lamar, bro, runs into a diamond of Eagles defenders before the sticks on 4th and 11 and ends up skating up the sideline for 30 yards. Jaden's legs unlock our running game. They unlock our running game, you know? But I think the Falcons definitely got the edge in the running game based on what they have in the backfield. But Jaden Daniels is the equalizer. Yep, Lamar Jackson broke Michael Vick's record for most rushing yards from a quarterback ever. Lamar Jackson's winning the MVP, by the way. He winning that shit. Penix built like a fighter, but fragile as hell. He did have, 3 season-ending injuries in college. I wish him the best health in the league. I hope he flourishes in Atlanta, but not this week. I hope we're all over his ass. Or we tear his ass up on Sunday. For real. We knew Marcus Lattimore wasn't playing. We knew this was coming. As soon as he went to the tunnel and they said hamstring, it's probably curtains for 2024. So expect Benjamin St-Juste starting back active and ready to drive us all crazy again, because he's inevitable. We can't get rid of him until he walks in the offseason, you know? JD5 is the best player on the field Sunday night. It's not even close. And Bijan like that. Bijan good. He'll be a close second on that field, but 5 is easily the game changer. What we talking about? The guy with the best passer rating when trailing this year? The guy with the best 4th quarter passer rating this year? The guy with the best passer rating in the 2-minute drill this year? He's a killer. He has clutch gene, and he's a playmaker. And I think people outside of DC, people who aren't living in it like us, they don't know. Now, Drake London's playing. Drake London's good to go, Charles. What's up, my brother? Drake London's good to go. He's off the injury report. Last time I checked, he was off the injury report, you know? Forbes was not better than St-Juste. As much as we hate St-Juste, we're not going to do that to him. And Emmanuel Forbes is not an NFL player. Benjamin St-Juste is an NFL cornerback. He's not a great one, but we're not. Yeah, we're not doing all that. We're not doing all that. But these are two teams between Washington and Atlanta. I think they forced 17 takeaways on the year. We forced 16. We're not teams that turn the ball over a lot. With rookie quarterbacks, the turnover margin could mean everything. So if we force Michael Penix and company to a couple turnovers, there we go, because neither team is forcing too many turnovers. Last week, though, they got 2 pick sixes. I would play the lottery if Washington ever got 2 pick sixes, man. You know, shout out to Brock Bowers, man. He's an absolute dog, but absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not, man. Their pass rush is coming on in the last few weeks. You know, they're not up there in sacks, but in their last 4 weeks, they've had 3+ sacks. So it is something to monitor. And they have capable bodies up front to get home. So Mooney is strapped by Mikey Sanders still. You know, it's going to be a good match. They're going to be tested. This is one of the best wide receiver trios production-wise in the league this year. Don't look at an 8-win Falcons team and try to take away the fact that they got to have 2,000-yard receivers and a third receiver that's going to finish with close to 700 yards on the season. So that's not a team you want to take lightly. That's not a team you want to take lightly. But I got us on Sunday, though. I feel good about it. That pass rush, not fucking with JD5. And I remember it was very early in the season, but I remember watching Jalen Hurts versus this exact defense. A quarterback applying pressure with his legs is definitely something I can see. It feels like another day where Jaden's legs are going to be the X factor. Jedi 5 going to put in work on the Falcons. I feel like this is a big Robinson, Eckler. We're not going to see Eckler just yet. We're not there just yet. We may see him before the season's over, but I don't think we're there just yet. Terry man, if he could get that third spot in the All-Pro, that would be phenomenal, man. I want that record this weekend. Hurts is out versus Dallas. Any chance we steal the division? I think there's no chance because the Giants are not in any shape possible going to beat the Eagles next week. I feel like the Eagles could put me at quarterback next week, and I'm beating the Giants. So, yeah. Emmanuel Forbes, man, bless his heart, man, and best of luck to his endeavors elsewhere. That is not an NFL football player, man. We can be eliminated. We can be eliminated. Classic Washington moment right there. What up, Almighty? What up, Almighty? My boy, Almighty. Y'all gonna win a game and fuck your whole season. That joke would be hilarious. My boy, Almighty Giants fan in here. All he wants is that tank. All I'm saying is if you draft Shador, y'all better get him an offensive line because it's going to look like Caleb Williams with less playmaking ability if y'all don't protect that boy up front. It's going to look real ugly in year 1 and in year 2 if y'all don't get an offensive line around that boy. DC Community Carrot, appreciate you for the $20 donation. Petty Heisman troll. Jaden got to do a Heisman celebration for rushing or incredible throwing touchdown like Shador Sanders' wristwatch. Penix Jr. could have got the Heisman. You sound like Ari Spears. Happy New Year. Somebody always telling me I look or sound like Ari Spears. And for that reason, I'm back in the gym. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for showing some love. I love Ari Spears. He's hilarious, by the way. Matt TV used to be like my funniest show growing up when I definitely should not have been watching that shit yet. But, you know, we live and we learn. I appreciate you, DC Community Carrot, for the $20 donation. We're going to see, man. One thing I can say is our defense adjusts well to what any offense is doing. We beat Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, and Roma Dunze without Lattimore while they were 4-2. You know, that wide receiver group has been leaving a lot to be desired, too. Roma Dunze, I don't know, man. I don't know about those guys. But, yes, we've seen some stacked decks. So it will not be our first rodeo on Sunday versus the Atlanta Falcons. I'm just pointing out the fact that they do got some dogs up there. They do got some dogs up there, man. They do. So I'm not hating on the Atlanta Falcons. We're going to win, though. We're going to win, though. Shador versus Jaden twice a year. Yep, and Jaden going to smoke his boots. Going to smoke his boots. My boy Jern, day one, is one of my day one supporters right here. Jern been here since I was talking to the screen to nobody. So I was doing live stream with one person in the chat. My boy Jern been here for the whole journey, man. Appreciate you, gang. Always. Forbes a DC defender in 2 weeks. Hell yeah. Forbes can't wait to get back to the Rose Bar, man. He gonna be a DC defender when it's all said and done. I hope he can stay on the NFL roster, man. I ain't gonna wish that on him. He just asked though. We got the weapons for Shador. Y'all do, but he don't got time to throw it to him. That's gonna be the issue. And I don't know if you watch a lot of Shador. He's not the greatest improviser, like he's capable of it, but that's not his game. Off script improvisation and extending a play, that's not his game. He's an on schedule pocket passing quarterback. So you better protect that boy, or it's finna his clock is slow. His process clock is kind of Caleb like, bro. So you better protect him. He's gonna be back in that joint getting his back kicked there. Getting his shit kicked in every week. Football looks so unfun for Caleb right now, and I hate that. I love Caleb Williams. That's my guy. What up, Scott A? My boy. Woodbridge in the building. 703. What's going on, man? What's going on? We can lock up a playoff spot before we play Sunday if the Panthers beat the Bucs. That is correct. The Panthers are going to be without J.C. Horn and some of their important players. The Bucs are going to be without some of their important players as well. It's going to be an ugly game, but I will be tuned in at 1 o'clock. I might be at the game Sunday. We'll confirm before the weekend's over. Thanks for asking, man. I haven't been to one this year yet. Why not go to the finale, man? I'm waiting for my boy to hit me up to confirm whether we're going. I will definitely be up there, man. Woo! I'm excited, man. Like, this shit means something to me. Time to go off on one of these tangents, y'all. If y'all at work right now, you know I hold it down on the lunch break. We're gathered in here. We got over 600 in the building. Make sure y'all smash that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channels yet. But I'm 33 years old. I'll be 34 in 2025. I've loved this team my whole life. I probably say the first year I understood football was in 1999. That was the year Brad Johnson and company took the team 10-6. And I thought I was about to watch a lifetime of just great Washington football, but that was not the case. Dan Snyder bought this team and sullied the name and took us deeper into the depths of hell over the course of 25 plus years. And in that 33 years since my birth, we have not won 11 games one time. That season, 91, my birth year, 14-2 in Super Bowl. Haven't been there since. Every other team in the league has done it. All 31 teams in this league have won 11 games since the last time we've won 11 games. So, absolutely not. This shit means something to me. You can miss me with the who of y'all. I do not care. I've never seen us win 11 games. Teams lose to bad teams every week, B. So it's not my problem that we kick the back end of some of these ass football teams. I've never seen us do it. This also will be the first season I've ever experienced where Washington was good in September and just remained good throughout the season. You know, we had a rough patch of 3 losses in a row, but Washington was up the whole year. I've called this out before. I'm going to call it out again. Every playoff trip in my life was fugazi. It was fugazi. It was fake. It was Mickey Mouse. It was Disney. 2005, a 5-6 Washington team wins 5 in a row. 10-6. 2007, 4 in a row. 9-7. 2012. 3-6 to 10-6. We won 7 games in a row. We came in streaking like old school into the playoff. 2015, we got hot at the end of the season and got in. 2020, the most fugazi Mickey Mouse playoff trip ever. We got in because the Eagles took Jalen Hurts out the game and because Dakota Prescott broke the shit out of his ankle that year. So this is my first season of my fan life where I've seen this team just be good. Just be good throughout. Just good in September and good through the season. It's not going to take some crazy-ass win streak just to see us get a winning record. We ain't seen 10 wins in 12 years. We haven't seen 10 wins in 12 years. Holy shit. We haven't seen 11 wins in 33 years. We have a fucking quarterback. Last year, they couldn't even give the MVP away to nobody else because nobody really had a good enough team success / statistical season. Jaden Daniels' stats this year are going to finish better than Lamar's MVP stats of last year. Not this year, of last year. This is a rookie quarterback we're talking about. 22 touchdowns through the air, 6 on the ground, over 4,000 total yards for a team that won 4 games last year, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. Rio, we're not supposed to say Mickey Mouse. I know, man. I'm just bringing it out for the day. I'm bringing it out for the day, man. Mickey Mouse is done. That Mickey Mouse shit is over with because this is real now. This is authentic. This is genuine. This is what happens when you put the right pieces in place. When it comes to success in this league, you cannot be truly successful with turmoil from the top of the organization. You can have fluke seasons. You can occasionally hit on some draft picks, but ultimately that owner is going to stymie any sustainable success because he's going to make them do things they don't want to do. He's going to piss people off, and they're going to put the wrong pieces in places and positions of power. We don't have to deal with that shit anymore, man. We do not have to deal with any of that shit anymore. And this, like my brother Charles, who just had a big move, by the way. What up, my guy? This is just the beginning. This is the worst you're going to see the Washington Commanders in the next few years. This is the worst you're going to see of Jaden Daniels this year, where we had like 7 receivers stopped at the 1-yard line. We don't have an 1,000-yard rusher. We have 1 wide receiver and a cast of insurance salesmen catching the ball behind Terry McLaurin. We don't have a legit tight end 1, and we can still use a little bit of help on the offensive line. But even with all that, we're cooking up in year 1. We've arrived earlier than anticipated, and we're looking to break the nastiest drought in the league. The only team that hasn't won an 11-game season in the 2000s, man. It's time, brother. It's time. My only concern is someone telling Scary Terry to change that touchdown picture of him with the fucked up shape. No, but the thing is, Terry hairline is really nasty like that, though. Like, it's not quite the Black Power Ranger, but it's a close second. Like, he definitely got the silver medal. Terry hairline, crazy. I love Terry McLaurin. That's my body catch bandit. That's my legend. He's going to be the most productive Washington receiver of all time. Terry got an acorn-shaped ass head, and it's real sloped at the top, and his hairline's a little crazy. Like, my son has a fucked up hairline, and Terry's shit makes his shit look normal. Like, Terry hairline is nuts. Like, Terry got that hairline that walk into the barber shop and the barber be looking at the next barber like, who want it? Who want it? I got an appointment coming in. Because you're not trying to mess with that, man. I love Terry McLaurin to death, man. His head comes up to a point. It's real slope-like. So when people see that picture of that animated graphic of Terry with the fucked up hairline, I promise you that picture is an accurate depiction of what it looks like up top for my guy. I love my boy Terry, man. I love Terry McLaurin, man. That's my guy. Wear hats in the offseason, brother. Wear hats and helmets, man. Always, man. Peanut from the Proud Oh, man, that joint is crazy, man. That boy hairline is nuts, man. Oh, my God. Y'all know it. Y'all know it's the truth, though. Y'all know it's the truth. That's our guy. And let's stay there. Let's stay right there on Terry McLaurin. The importance of getting this record at home matters to me. I don't know if it matters to any of y'all. It's win by any means. What up, Dom? What up, my boy? What's up, my guy? But I need Terry to get this on Sunday night. I need Chris Collinsworth, Terry McLaurin, man. He's played with a lot of guys here in DC. I need the world seeing Terry get these affirmations. I need the world seeing Terry break this single season touchdown. I need touchdown number 13 this weekend. Him and Jaden got to be at practice geeking off of that shit. I need a team celebration when he gets that shit. I'm tired of seeing all these teams with these synchronized ass. I need one for us. I need a little bit more than the ripping the mask off peekaboo shit. I like it. I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more on this one. I don't want him breaking that record at Dallas. That deserves to be celebrated in front of the home crowd. You know? I need that shit, man. We love Terry. Terrence, that's our guy, man. You already know you're not going to find this type of discourse anywhere. You're not going to find a full out segment on Terry McLaurin's hairline anywhere else, bro. Love Terry McLaurin. It's going to be an honor to watch him in his first year with a good quarterback break the franchise record for touchdowns in the season. Every time he scores, make a big play, someone brings up his hairline. Lock in with a good barber, man. The enhancements will get you right. I want Ben Sinnott swapped through the game with Ertz. Hey, man, I think we got to just wait and let that Ben Sinnott shit happen. Ben and Luke at receiver. Luke at kick return. When you say Luke breakout game, I'm pointing to kick returner Luke, not pointing to wide receiver Luke. Luke at wide receiver and Ben Sinnott at tight end. We just got to let that shit happen because until then, things that won't happen for 400, Alex. We've been calling for that shit all season. Terry might become our wide receiver 3. How are we going to get revenge for the Jahan trade? What are we talking about? Terry having a better receiver than all y'all wide receivers this year. But I blame that on your running back QB sneak merchant ass quarterback, though. I need a wow woo from Collinsworth over a Terry play. A whoa. Chris Collinsworth is hilarious, man. Dallas is on a roll, and not a single fucking person in the world cares because that roll is going to end next week when the season ends, and it's going to result in nothing. Hit the like button. Y'all already know. 729 in the chat. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Another record on the line. Jaden needs 79 yards. What is it? 815 the record. 815 yards. He'll pass RG3 as the most rushing yards for a rookie quarterback in NFL history. Just records to go around. He had 80 yards on the ground last week. Why not do it again? Why not do it again? Terry tried to cut his hair back in the day and fucked it up for life, probably. He probably watched a little haircut tutorial on YouTube. You know, he was probably watching a 360 Waves video, watching 360 Jeezy or some shit and fuck this shit up for life. One bad cut could set you up for all time's sake, though. So the Ertz Sirianni thing, after the game, Ertz was enthusiastic with his high five to Sirianni. He didn't like it, so he said, "You didn't even do shit today. You only had one catch today. What did you even contribute to this victory?" And they started mixing it up, and then that Coach Dom character, Sopranos character they have on their staff that's always in headlines for whatever reasons, broke it up. A bunch of bullshit, a bunch of nonsense. Zach Ertz would throw him out the stadium like a bouncer. Terry shitting on both y'all receive. Yeah, Terry is about to catch his 13th touchdown this year. We're not worried about what y'all talk about in Philadelphia right now. His lack of blocking's holding him back. In isolated situations, I've seen him blocking well, but something isn't clicking with him and Cliff. And that's okay. They're rookies. If they're going to find a place to be impact players here, it'll happen at some point. There's also a world we need to welcome ourselves to, that those are like supporting characters and not lead role guys. And we have to be okay with that being an option as well. The hairline is crazy, man. It's definitely, man. Terry head and hairline equals NFL football for sure. For sure. Kay Adam looked marvelous. Oh, my God. Lord, did she in that red dress. Shout out to Kay Adams. Bay Adams. Stop playing and come on the show, Kay. I've been talking to Matt for a minute. We're gonna work this out in the offseason. As long as JD is under his rookie contract, you really can make some noise if the front office gets it done and gives him some weapons. And we have a full stable of draft picks, man. And we got $120 million. And we're a destination now. People want to come here and join it. We got a quarterback. It feels good, man. It feels good. Offseason is going to be lit as shit, but fuck the offseason. We got more life this year. We're playing meaningful football into January. Terry hairline looked like the Lombardi Trophy with hair. Oh, that's a new one. That is a new one. Like I said, it's not Black Power Rangers bad, but that joint is up there. That joint is up there. I would be very curious as like when Terry goes to a new barber, like what he tells him when he goes there. They said Sennett and Luke struggle with route trees. That's why half of JD5's interceptions are when he's targeting them. Some of them throws, though, are kind of crazy. Like that interception to Luke McCaffrey on Sunday, that shit was nasty work. Like Jaden, no. When Jaden misses, he misses high. When I say high, I'm talking nosebleed seats. The people that are sitting with God in the top of the stadium, that ball is going to them when he throws a pick. Always in forever. Fuck the Dallas Cowboys, you know. Let me two claps to the Ric Flair. Woo! Now when you got a guy like that, you know, and then when you talk about Chris Collinsworth, make sure you slip a Patrick Mahomes in there because that boy don't ever want to talk about anything but Patrick Mahomes, man. I wonder how many times Collinsworth is exactly. You know it's coming. You know it's coming, man. Too much Murray's. That Murray Steakums, bruh. Murray Steakums. If you know, you know. If you know, you know, man. 360 Jeezy. Hey, if you know as well, bro. This may be the 60-yard touchdown game. I just tweeted out a couple days ago after seeing Lamar's touchdown on Christmas. Like, we got to see a long Jaden touchdown run. It should have happened Sunday. Terry could have blocked for a millisecond more, but let's not get walked down by Reed Blankenship. Let's outrun him next time. You did a lot of running on that play, Jaden, so I'm not mad at you, but don't let Reed Blankenship. I'm sorry, bro. Like don't let him. You know what I mean. 360 Cheesy was a good throwback right there. Is KJ playing? Question of the day, Dex. I don't know anything about KJ Osborne. No one asks about him. No one talks about him. It's like we claimed him and hid him. I have no idea what we're doing with KJ Osborne. After seeing Zacchaeus and Crowder score 2 touchdowns, that wouldn't stop me from getting KJ Osborne in the mix. But if this guy's been here for 3 weeks and he's not on the field on Sunday, what the actual fuck did we claim him for? Because our wide receiver cupboard is bare. So what are we doing? What are we doing with him? What are we doing with him? Oh, man. Man. It's going to be raining mostly before the game. So I think everybody's tailgates are going to get rained on. But the game, I think we should be clear by game time. We're going to see Collinsworth. Hey, boy, that boy Collinsworth, he on that boy's PR, man. I'm trying to hear Mahomie and Jaden Daniel. You know, I don't want to make the comparison, guys, but that looks very Mahomie. Like, you know it's coming, man. Mahomie from my boy Chris Sims. Now I want to make a Murray Steakum sandwich, man. Boy, that is elite top tier struggle cuisine right here, bro. If you never had a Murray Steakum, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I used to throw them shits on the George Foreman grill as a teenager and impress my friends. Like, who want a Steakum? Who want a Steakum, bro? Shout out to George Foreman, man. Reed had the angle. He did. He had the angle. It wasn't really an outrunning situation, but I just hate that. Jaden did a lot of running to get to that point, though, because he had to get skinny through about 4 players. By the way, Oklahoma struggling right now to beat Navy. Shout out to the midshipmen. Shout out to Navy. Shout out to Navy. Dallas can take 5. That 4th and 11 run was so special, man, because my whole body was like itching because while it was the right call to go for it, seeing 4th and 11 down 2 scores with the 4th quarter approaching, it was kind of like, I don't know, Jim. I felt like Romo in the booth. I don't know, Jim. Like, it felt like if we didn't get that, the game was over. And that was special. That was special. We've converted, 18 fourth downs this season? 18 of them shits? Jaden is nothing like RG3. Jaden's nothing like RG3. You're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. Your favorite team, best players, when a bunch of men grab his butt and you get excited. Quarterback sneak merchant Jalen Hurts. Jaden Daniels in his rookie season is going to throw for more touchdown passes than Jalen Hurts has thrown in his 5-year career. Suck on that, Philadelphia. I hate that every analysis of the Philly win has to start with Jalen Hurts was out of the game. It's all good. It's all good. The win's going to count regardless. Jaden threw 5 touchdowns regardless. Jaden had to get skinny. You know, he's already built like a broom, so it didn't take much, but he got even skinnier. He went full Slender Man through 4 Eagles, got them running into each other like the Looney Tunes. I loved it, man. I loved it. That 4th and 11 was disrespectful as hell to the Eagles defense, and getting 20-plus yards embarrassed them. It was gorgeous, man. It was gorgeous. What is that point spread about? We're 4-point favorites. We're 4-point favorite. I think we're up to 4.5 now, if this is not the updated one. 4.5-point favorites to beat the Atlanta Falcons this weekend. And I'm feeling good about this one. I'm not going to hold you. Let's get into some bold predictions, and then we're going to get into the score predictions of the game. Bold predictions on the offensive and defensive side of the game. I want to hear them. I'll start on defense. My defensive bold prediction, Washington forces 3 turnovers on Sunday versus rookie quarterback. We can call it 2 interceptions and a fumble, 2 fumbles and an interception. I don't care how you slice the cake up. That shit is going on a plate. 3 turnovers on Sunday. Bolder prediction. Y'all gonna love this one. Benjamin St. Juste forces one of those turnovers, baby. The French Canadian who fans want deported on a weekly basis, I got him forcing a turnover. Hey, see Jordan? You see the vision. We aligned. We got that aligned vision like Adam Peters and Dan Quinn. 3 defensive turnovers, and 1 will be forced by Benjamin St. Juste. Joe also sees the vision. That's my bold prediction for Sunday. Dante Fowler was a former Atlanta Falcon. That's the team that drafted him, by the way. 3 sack and a strip. Woo! That's a revenge game. That's also a revenge game. Remember, that was the team that drafted him. And he can get the double-digit sacks on Sunday. So he's trying to cash a bag in this offseason. He's here on a 1-year, $3.2 million deal. He has 9.5 sacks on the season. He's trying to get paid. So I could see it. Luvu 2-sack game. That would get Luvu to 10 sacks. I need 2 guys with double-digit sacks this year so I could gloat about how Sweat and Chase never did that shit here in Washington one time. Diami and Luke get a touchdown. Is Diami even playing Sunday? Diami's still on the injury report, I believe. Luke getting a touchdown, that definitely goes on the bold list. It's going to be raining like a mug Sunday, making for some good football. Yeah, I hope most of that rain shit gets out the way before we get to game time. What up, Lee? What's going on, man? B-Rob, 100+ and 2 tutties. Bold. I like it. So you got our B-Rob playing better than their B-Rob. Is that what you're saying? I think we might beat the Falcons like we beat the Titans. We're going to get to score predictions because we started with love. And I think my score prediction is going to piss a lot of Falcons fans off. Let's not wish on injury, bro. Especially not on Michael Penix, whose whole life has been plagued by injury. We don't want that. 3, and booty juice involved. Benjamin St. Booty Juice is forcing a turnover Sunday. Remember when it happens where you heard it first. Remember it. Trump deporting Benjamin St. Juice. Let me speak it into existence, y'all. I'm going to be a Panthers fan for a couple. Oh, for real. Hell yeah. What is it? Keep pounding? Is that their shit in Carolina? Their mascot, Sir Purr? Hell yeah. Go Bryce Young. Go Panthers. Go country ass Xavier Legette. Don't sell the bag this time, because if your dumbass raccoon eating ass would have caught that touchdown versus Philly, Washington would be playing for the division right now. But go Panthers, baby. Keep pounding. Keep pounding. Hell yeah, man. JD5 with 6 touchdowns. Here's how unhinged my mind works. Jaden finishes this 5-touchdown game versus Philly, gets him up to 22 touchdowns passing on the season. The way my stupid ass brain works, I'm looking like, ooh, what if he could get 8 touchdowns in the final 2 weeks? That's not rational. That's not sane. That's not the way. Like, just because he just threw 5 touchdowns should not have me thinking, oh my God, what if he throws 8 more in the final 2 weeks? That is like slim to none chance that happens. But could you imagine him ending the season on a 5-4-4 tear and getting to 30 touchdowns? Because we're talking about streaks that have taken a minute, 33 since our last 11-win season, yada, yada, yada. We haven't had a quarterback throw for 30 touchdowns in 57 years. 57 years. Sonny goddamn Jurgensen was the last 30 passing touchdown quarterback Washington's had. It's not going to happen in year 1, but the way my dumbass brain thinks, I was like, ooh, what if he throws for 8 in the last 2? It's not happening, y'all. But rolled them, stacked them touchdowns up over the last week, man. Passing and rushing. Let's load them things up. Let's make the rookie of the year resume shine even brighter. They're acting like Hurts went out with a sprained ankle. The Commanders put him out with a hit. He was in the game. He was starting. He did start the game. Bold prediction. B-Rob, 3 touchdowns, 100 yards on the ground. So he's trying to outdo his kinfolk, Bijan Robinson. Terry gets 3 touchdowns. JD5 passes for 3 and runs for 1. Bold prediction for me. We start our second string by the 4th quarter. I like it. Probably the only wide receiver Juice can cover, because he doesn't have the great separation skill, but he does separate them. He's not fast, but he can run with them though. They got a really good receiving core, but I like what we're doing. I think we're gonna make it a hard day for Michael Penix on Sunday. Time for my offensive bold prediction. Let's make a couple of them. Offensive bold prediction number 1. 400 total yards for Jaden Daniels on Sunday. 400. 400. 400 yards on your head top. 400 total yards. 3 passing touchdowns. No rushing. 3 passing touchdowns. 400 total yards. I'll say he runs for 50 plus and he breaks the rushing record week 18. But give me 400 total yards and 3 touchdowns for JD5 on Sunday. With the dub, by the way. We're going to get the score predictions in a little bit. Terry McLaurin, 2 touchdowns on Sunday. Again, another multi-touchdown game. He's going to have a battle against AJ Terrell, but we're gonna get his ass in the end zone. We're going to gun. Remember how we had to gun getting him 1,000 yards in EB's dumbass offense last year? We had to force him in to a game he didn't even need to be in, and have the drive extended just to get him 1,000 last year. That's how we pressing to get him that touchdown. And after we get him one, we're going to get him another one. I think he catches a long one, and I think he catches a goal line one. So give me like a goal line slant and like a 40-plus yard touchdown. 2 tutty day for Terry McLaurin. 3 touchdowns through the air for Jaden Daniels on 400 total yards. What are y'all's bold predictions for this game? Oh, shit, I haven't even talked about Jonathan Allen. He's back. He was full go this week, and they're going to talk about it over the weekend, but Jonathan Allen should be good to go. Jonathan Allen's playing on Sunday. The Alabama wall is back to add with Sheldon Day, Johnny Newton, Carl Davis and company. For Darian Mathis getting a weekly healthy scratch. But back to my offensive bold predictions. I think B-Rob has a solid game, but I don't think he lights it up by any means. I think he has a solid day, but I think this is another Jaden Terry game. A Jaden Terry game. I will not be calling any breakouts for Luke McCaffrey or Ben Sinnott. I will believe that when I see it. I'm going to treat those two like the supernatural, I don't believe in ghosts and all that shit, but I don't go out trying to perpetuate. I'll believe it when I see it. Terry, 12 catches, 164, 2 touchdowns. I like it. Washington, makes the playoffs, not being 7-9, phenomenal. Beautiful. Music to my ears. 400 combined. I like that. Gonzalez kicks one from 51. That's bold. That's bold. We getting our first 50 piece, 50 on national TV to clinch the playoffs in our first 11-win season in forever. That's a lot right there, man. Do I think we'll be one and done in the playoffs? I'm honestly not even going to make a prediction. Number one, let's punch our ticket to the playoffs. Number two, I'm happy to be there. Number three, I give us a puncher's chance versus anybody in the postseason, as long as number 5, Jaden Daniels, is on that football field. And who knows? The Packers losing to the Vikings could let us get the 6th seed, which would let us go up to California in the first round of the playoffs to play the Los Angeles Rams. Thank you, someone who corrected me on my Jaden video the other day. Jaden is not from LA. He's from the IE, the Inland Empire. But Jaden going back home to Cali for the playoffs in a dome-controlled environment, sign me up. Sign me up. I don't know if he's starting, but he's definitely playing, and I would imagine they would start him if he's good to go. I imagine they start his ass. Look at the country of South Carolina. That boy, you see him yesterday, the day after Christmas, like giving his teammates and giving media raccoon. He had like a bowl of shredded raccoon, which is, man, go ahead and get you some of these coon, man. Go ahead and get you some of these coon, man. That thing be dancing on your taste bud, man. He said, man, that coon's it jump up there and start dancing on your taste buds, man. That boy is overtly country as hell. Overtly country as hell. Fully healthy. Give me anybody, anywhere, anytime on God. Yes, 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 yes. I hope we do wear the all black. I wanted us to wear all black, but usually they wear, God, you know, football players like to break shit in and they're pretty superstitious. If we were wearing the black, I think we would be wearing the black helmets at practice. It's been burgundy helmets all week. I'm assuming we're wearing burgundy on burgundy this Sunday, but it could be burgundy on gold as well. I'll be at the Rams game if we get the 6th seed. That's lit, man. So far, man. Happy to get another 40 burger. Hungry in these streets. Am I coming to Cali if they play the Rams, man? That would be lit. That would be lit. Depending on what my pocket's looking like at the time, but that would be exciting. That would be exciting to see Jaden up so far. We get the 6th seed. I have full confidence in Green Bay or whoever is the 7th seed to decimate Philly. We love that. Man, Green Bay at Philly, they're going to have some problems, man. It's going to be a night game. Everybody's going to be watching. I'm ready for Jaden to show out. Another coming out party. Falcons going to win. You know, I respectfully disagree, but I ain't mad at you. I'm going to our playoff games, so I'm being a bit selfish when I say I want to play LA or Tampa instead of Philly. Now, I hear you. I hear that. I don't believe Lattimore is playing, Pat. I don't believe he's playing. I think he's out. I think he's big out. He might not. I don't want to be that guy. He might be out next week too. I think if we're gonna see Lattimore again this year, it'll be in the playoff. It'll be in the playoff. If it isn't the blacks, we need to wear the burgundy and gold. That burgundy and gold looks so pretty, man. That shit is so pretty. Yep. The uniform. The thing is, the uniform schedule's been out, but the alternate uniforms, you are allowed to substitute them to wear them a third time. We did it before when Carson Wentz went up to Dallas. We substituted the black uniforms for a third wearing that season. So that's why I bring it up. In a big game situation, we could have, if we wanted to, brought the black uniforms back up. We're going all the way, Tanya. I love it. I don't know if we're ready for all that yet, but I love to hear fans believe in that shit again. I had a dream we won a Super Bowl a few weeks ago. Am I delusional, bro? I've had the dreams too. I don't think we're there yet, but like I said, give us a puncher's chance on anybody. Stadium might go dark for player intro. Hey, people telling me light show. People are telling me light show coming out on Sunday. I don't want to have to sweat. I don't want to have to sweat either. I don't want to have to play elimination roulette. I think Bryce Young gets it done for us. Come on, Brycey. Squid Game season 2 lit right. Oh yeah, I finished it yesterday. The ending left me needing more. Like I wish there was like 9 episodes like the first season, but I thoroughly enjoyed all the new wrinkles they added to it. Very good season. I liked it. I liked it a lot. You think they rested him? I think his hamstring is an issue. That's what I think. I think Philly ran that hamstring off the bone last week. No, not really. I'm just kidding. But I don't think it was prepared to be defending like 8 go routes last week. And all that running, it played a factor, man. I have a bad feeling about Sunday. I hope you're wrong, man. But if that's how you feel, I'm not mad at you, man. You're entitled to feel however. Might not be this year, but an NFC championship game is coming. It is, man. Can we wear the blacks in the playoffs? Technically, we can. You're an Arizona Cardinals fan. I don't know why you're here or why you have anything to say to anyone in football conversation. I have a feeling this is the repeat of the 90s. Whew. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. The Bills aren't beating the Chiefs, by the way. I want to see you sad when your skins get a real taste of the playoffs and you're throwing shit against the wall. I appreciate you for the donation. And hey, I'm just happy to be there. You know, I'm an emotional person, so a crash out is liable to happen, but I'm just happy to be in the playoff. Who is your team, though? And speak on it when you say that. Hate to say it, but we're going to be at the edge of our seat. Only plus will be a win in the end this time on defense. I mean, it's the cardiac kids. I'm going to give you my winning prediction in just a second because I'm not going to hold you. I got us smoking these boys. I got us smoking these boys, and I could end up looking crazy. I could end up looking stupid and wrong as hell, but I think in this big spot, we're coming out momentumed up, geeked up, and ready to punch our ticket, bro. Somebody in that locker room is going to say, we're not supposed to be here in year one. Let's show the fucking world this ain't the Washington of the past. Give me the Washington Commanders 34-10. 34-10. 4 touchdowns, 2 field goals. We're forcing 3 turnovers. We getting in their ass on prime time, bro. Do-rag man is not beating us on Sunday. We're not nigga wears a do-rag 365 days a year, and his waves aren't even spinning. Nah, we're not losing this one on Sunday. We're not losing it on Sunday. Michael Penix, you're going to be a fine NFL quarterback. That trajectory does not start on Sunday. 34-10, Washington Commanders, 400 plus total yards from Jaden Daniels, 3 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground. Don't care who picks it up. Probably B-Rob because he owes us one after that bullshit last week versus Philadelphia. But 3 turnovers, a couple sacks. We got to make a rookie look like a rookie, bro. He's going to be changing his do-rag at halftime. He'll be changing it at halftime. And, you know, that's a big deal because I don't feel like Michael Penix takes his do-rag off. I feel like he showers in it. He sleeps in it, sweats in it. It almost comes with the Michael Penix package, you know. It's like how noses come with glasses, bro. Michael Penix just comes with a do-rag surgically attached to his head at this point. He's not beating us on Sunday. I respect everything the Atlanta Falcons has from a weaponry standpoint in the secondary, all that good stuff. Yeah, they don't get sacks, but they've got sacks over the last month of the season, all that stuff. Respect to y'all, but Sunday not about y'all. Sunday is not about y'all, and the 2024 season's not about y'all. This is more about us than it is about y'all. We are the main characters. We are the protagonists of Sunday night's game. Y'all are an NPC. This is not about y'all right now. This is about the coronation of Jaden Daniels in his rookie season. This is about the fruits of Terry McLaurin's labor historically coming out the first year he gets a question. It's not about y'all right now. And that's no disrespect, bro. This is not about y'all, man. Oh, Bill Bellamy do-rag. Bill Bellamy on the do-rag cover from the bootleg beauty supply store. We're not losing this game, y'all. We're not losing to the Falcons on Sunday. We're going to win big, y'all. 38-17, I like it. I got 34-10. That's a touchdown and a field goal. They're going to push the ball on us. You know, they're going to move the ball a little bit, but I don't got them doing too much on us Sunday. I think we're going to make life very, very, very difficult for their rookie quarterback, and he's going to make mistakes. He's going to make mistakes, man. Penix had an unfortunate Alberto VL3 got oil treatment accident when he was 14. He is very sensitive about it. Leave him alone. I don't know what that means. I'm not going to hold you. From 4-13 to 12-5, ain't no way JD not at least in the MVP conversation. His MVP candidacy starts next year. They don't want to give it to a rookie, even if they could. But I'm just saying he only has 3 less passing touchdowns than Josh Allen, and he got knocked out a game. I'm just saying. 34-10 DC, baby. 34-10 Washington Commanders, baby. Let me see your score predictions in the chat. Let me see some score predictions in the chat. 42-13. Commanders need another 40 burger on the season. I'm here for it. Just win the game. 34, do it for me. Zane Gonzalez, bang 2 through. We score 4 touchdowns. Get in, get out. Playoffs are clinched. Are you worried about a letdown after the big win against Philly? If Ron Eugene Rivera was coaching the team, yes. But as we're currently constructed, no. I think we hungry. And I think Jaden Daniels too good and too locked in to be out here happy because we won last week. Thoughts on Chris Rodriguez? Slow, but he probably has the best vision on the team. He runs the ball hard. On days like last week where Brian Robinson is shit in the bed, get him more active. He's a solid third running back. This is the moment that we've all been waiting for. If you don't think that our players will be up for this game, you're sadly mistaken. Get your popcorn ready. This is a revenge game for our head coach, for Dante Fowler Jr. Like, this shit matters to Dan Quinn. Don't believe him at the podium when he says it's just another game. You know, he has to keep cool head. He has to keep a cool head for the media. But I don't know if y'all remember his opening presser. That man quoted 1,732 days since I was fired. You don't keep that type of data in your mental Rolodex unless there's a little bit of ill will, a little bit of I need my lick backness versus the Atlanta Falcons. So this game's personal. I got Major Teddy scoring the game-winning touchdown. 34-24. Okay. I don't care if it's a 2-0 game. I know. I don't care if it's ugly like last night's game, which was 6-3. I'll take it, man. B-Rob was pissing me. Oh, my God. B-Rob had me crashing out last Sunday. Y'all remember we lost to the Cowboys. We better be ready for Atlanta. You know, that was a minute ago. And that's when we was on a 3-game skid. Not worried about that one right now, man. Not worried about that one. Enjoy your time now with a bunch of our cast-offs, and enjoy y'all's time in the offseason because the playoffs will not consist in y'all's existence right now. So enjoy that seat on the couch. Keep it warm for us. Dude said 54-50. I know a lot. That'd be highly entertaining, but I don't know if my heart could take it. But Jesus Christ, that would be insane. Bold prediction, JD5 throws for 5 touchdowns again. Back-to-back 5 touchdowns when we haven't seen one of those games in 33 years would be nuts. Then we would have to start talking, all right, y'all. This dude is at least an MVP candidate. 26-17. Won't be a close game when watched. Commanders leading all game. Offense takes a few drives to get going, but defense shows why they're better than middle of the plat. I'm cool with it. I like it. Bold prediction. Kicker scores the game-winning touchdown. B-Rob need to get his shit together. For real, I'm not playing with him. Yeah, we can't ever have that again. Last night's game wrecked my fantasy. Shout out to those who are still alive in fantasy. I ain't make one fantasy postseason, so I'm hating. JD5 goes for his highest throwing game thus far. I'm with it, man. I got 400 total yards. I think that would definitely include over 300 through the air. Cowboy fans still saying this is our year. We're going to win it all. I don't think they know that they're mathematically eliminated. 42-14. Okay. Kenneth Daniels Jr., any relation to the quarterback? You know? St. Juice walking in free agency. I imagine we sign and draft guys to replace him. We dropping 70 like Miami did last. You don't want to see me if we ever drop 70. I'm going to be wilding. Bold prediction. No punch. Trustway has the night off. That'd be a cool turning back the clock type moment. I don't know if y'all remember, there was like a month span in the season where we were not punting the ball. We were not punting it. We were not turning the ball over. It was a touchdown. It was a field goal or nothing, man. That shit was beautiful, man. Commanders passed the Packers, winning the last 2 and beating the Falcons by over 2 scores. I'm here for that shit. Bills versus Washington Super Bowl. We denied them the chip for before RFK go. Okay, Wayne. Okay. That would be exciting as hell, man. I think Super Bowl aspirations may not be in the cards for us yet, but like I continue to say, when 5 is on that field, I give us a puncher's chance versus anybody. That would be exciting. And that's also interesting. You got the Bills going to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, man. I got to see Josh Allen beat Mahomes in a playoff game before I could ever put anyone past them. The Chiefs about to go 16-1, and they've been coasting through the season. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Is Luther Burden actually good? I keep seeing his name for us in 2025. Yes, I like Luther Burden a lot. And Luther Burden can get yards after the catch. Here's the thing. I don't know if Luther Burden makes it to where we're going to be picking in the draft. I just want a Jaden receiving touchdown on a trick play. Sounds dangerous. If it's a play where he's butt naked in the end zone or something, nobody on him, sure. If there's any defender in sight, I don't want him having the football thrown to him. Don't say that to Cliff because he'll pull out that damn screen pass throwback play that hasn't worked 3 times so far this year. JD5 got you to your fantasy football championship. Hey, you got to love it when your own quarterback takes you there, man. Jaden be like the only Washington player I be considering in fantasy football. The Cowboys try so hard to stay relevant because ultimately, I hate it, but they're always going to be relevant because they're NFL Disney. They're the Mickey Mouse of the league, you know. They're Apple. They're always going to be relevant even when they ask. Ron was 3-0 versus Atlanta, so ain't no way Dan Quinn's losing. You know, Penix nice. I like Penix, but this is a big spot for a guy in his second start. I'm trusting the guy with the NFL mileage so far, and our guy. What if we bring the Indian chief riding the horse circle in the field and go to the middle of the field to throw his arrow to the ground and fireworks goes off, players comes out? Yeah, I don't think they're doing that. I don't think this team is messing with any of that imagery right now. Not a bold prediction, but Jaden secures his 11th Rookie of the Year. After this season, they got to name it the Jaden Daniels Rookie of the Week. Fuck Pepsi Zero Sugar. Name it after 5. Down late in the 4th, Luke breaks one to the house. Defense holds off Penix and sacks him. We kneel it out. Definitely sounds like something that, like a Washington-type game. It also feels like a game we would die and have a heart attack watching. What's up with the Nick Bellore signing? Quinn spoke. We're talking about the special teams guy, Nick Bellore. We're talking about him or we're talking about the receiver we signed? Because this is the special teams guy that's captain this week. Is that what you're asking about? Appreciate you, though. I'm not sure of the question. Commanders Joe. I like that idea. If Jaden played that full Panthers game, he'd be 4th. Oh, he would. If Jaden plays in the Panthers game and Austin Seibert doesn't hold the Cowboys game, he's a legit MVP candidate this year. Washington will win out. Philly will lose out and we'll win a division. I would love that to happen. I cannot see the Giants beating the Eagles in any shape or form. Isaiah Bond or Trey Harris, love them. Love them. Isaiah Bond's hands could get inconsistent, but that motherfucker gets busy. Can we trade for DJ Metcalf? I'd rather have Garrett Wilson, who's still on a rookie contract, explosive with the ball in his hands, and young. But the options are limitless for this team. Like Russ said, unlimited. The options are unlimited for this team in the offseason. Yeah, I don't see anyone beating them this year. You know, 2026 season, no Washington and Kansas City. Hey, we can talk about it. We can talk about it next year. I call them the special teams demon for a reason, man. When is the announcement for the Pro Bowl? It should be coming soon. I know the voting stopped the other day. We're going to get a couple guys in there, man. It's going to feel good. We're going to have at least 3 Pro Bowlers at minimum, possibly 4. It's going to be exciting, man. Because Terry Luvu and Jaden are definitely getting in. If Hurts ain't ready versus the Giants, we got a shot. And Pickett is banged up also. CD out for the rest of the season. Cowboys not beat. Yeah, without CD, that's going to be tough. But Cooper Rush running the hell out of that offense. I'm not going to lie, man. I'm not going to lie. What makes you think we can get Garrett Wilson is that could be available in the offseason. I think he's going to request a trade as soon as the season ends. And I imagine the ideal trade destination for the Jets would be a team in the opposite conference. We have the ammunition and the money that eventually could pay him when he's up a contract in the next year or so. So, yes, and we have a desperate need for a receiver. So I'm just putting two and two together. I don't mean that it's going to be a real possibility, but I see him asking for a trade when the season's over. Baggy sleeves, Garrett Wilson. That boy Garrett Wilson got the Mark Brunell, David Patton's replica jersey sleeve. He got this jersey from Wish.com, DH Gate, straight from China, off the boat jersey sleeve. Them shits are super nasty, but he's nice, though. He's nice. Washington Commanders fans, if Green Bay loses to Minnesota, we still have a chance for the 6th seed. Not only do we have a chance, as long as we take care of business, if they lose, we can get the 6th seed. We own the tiebreaker over the Green Bay Packers due to what? Conference record? What number would Garrett Wilson wear? He could probably wear 2 when Diami gets his walking papers in the offseason. Something single digit and fly. Oh, shit. CD cooked. CD cooked for the year, man. But just to summarize, I don't think we won't see Marshawn Lattimore this weekend. Jonathan Allen's back. Drake London is good to go, and I got Washington winning 34-10 against the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday. Chicago receivers look ready to leave, especially Moore. They got to get a new system in there. They need a coach people believe in. They need a Pete Carroll, Mike Vrabel type guy over there. I love Malik Neighbors. We will not have a shot at him or Brian Thomas Jr. until their rookie contracts are over, and both of those guys should be getting extensions when those days come. A receiving core of Terry, Garrett, and Lacey is enough to make a grown man. Woo. You got Garrett, you got the 2 Ohio State boys, and you got the crash out from LSU. Woo. No. I think people need to leave this alone. There's no way they're going to trade him here, and he will not touch unrestricted free agency. There's no feasible possibility that we can have Micah Parsons. It's not going to happen. The only way we can get Micah Parsons is if he forces a trade out of Dallas, goes somewhere else, and then eventually has to leave that other destination, because they're never trading a superstar elite player in the division. That's not going to happen. Not going to happen. We need depth at corner. We need depth at a few spots. We still got a bunch of stuff, but we'll get to that when we get to the offseason. I like Kyron Lacey, and giving Jaden someone he's used to throwing the ball to. I trust LSU receivers. Eric Bieniemy should go. No. You keep Eric Bieniemy away from NFL rosters, quarterbacks, play calling. No, I don't want Eric Bieniemy anywhere near an offensive room that has a young quarterback. I would love to sign Amari Cooper on a cheap deal with Terry McLaurin. I mean, that's pennies right there, I think we could do better at wide receiver too, but I wouldn't mind having him. Ron Rivera said he wants to coach again. Bless his sweetheart. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. I thought the same thing, but he went to Philly. No, that's not the same thing. They didn't trade him. Saquon Barkley is a running back. Teams do not give running backs contracts. That's a whole different conversation. It's not the same thing with Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons plays one of the top 3 value positions in the league. Quarterback, edge rusher is up there. They're up there, bro. Quarterback, edge rusher, what? Receiver, left tackle. That's not the same thing as a running back testing free agency. The Giants didn't trade Saquon to Philadelphia. He walked because running backs are more likely to test free agency than a pass rusher, You have a blessed one as well. Trey Hendrickson, would love to have him here. New Kerrigan, bring his ass. I'm cool with it, man. Cool with it. He was the OC, but he wasn't calling plays. He was just holding Andy Reid's playbook. It's a different thing. I can go hold the playbook in Kansas City also. Don't mean I'm doing shit, Savion Williams, Higgins from Ohio State, Pat Bryant stuff. There's a lot of stuff, man. There's a lot of receivers out there. We have a multitude of different options, but fuck the offseason right now. We still got a lot of football to be played, as we're going to go ahead and wrap this stream up. It's been a lit one. We've had over 700 in here for a long time. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button if it's your first time here. What are you waiting for? 34-13, 34-10, I got Washington on top of Atlanta. Another heroic day from Jaden Daniels, over 400 yards is my prediction total. And 3 turnovers from the Atlanta Falcons side. And I got Washington getting to their 11th win of the season. A lot of people, we're going to get to the draft in the offseason. I don't even know where we picking yet. Unlike Giants fans, Cowboys fans, etc., we don't have to play mock draft roulette because we still have important football left to be played in 2025. So that's all I got for right now. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy for about 90 minutes on this Friday afternoon. Go Washington. Let's get that 11th win for the first time in 33 years. Let's set up some history and let's roll into these playoffs with some goddamn momentum. Atlanta, it ain't personal. It's all business, baby. As usual, this video is brought to you and powered by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino, home of the fastest payouts in the industry. 150% match bonus on your first deposit using YouTube promo code YouTube150. That's all I got for right now. I will see y'all tomorrow for some more content. If any news breaks, I'll be back on here yapping and rambling again. Happy holidays, happy new year, and let's get the Atlanta Falcons the fuck out of here.